Konnichiwa, everybody, and glad you made it back to this week's video. So the day we all dreaded has come. One of our greatest childhood heroes is no longer with us. Stan Lee has passed away at the age of 95, and the world has lost so much light once more. People all over the world are saying thank you to this legend, and I also want to contribute and say thank you to Stan Lee for the worlds that he created over the years, that the characters that he has given us, and make this place a better world. He will never be forgotten but be forever missed. I would like to honor his memory by playing one of my favorite superheroes of all time. No, my favorite superhero of all time, which is Spiderman Edge of Time. The reason why I picked Edge of Time from all of the Spider-Man games is the story. How it's written, how the dialogue is written, how the back and forth between the old Spider-Man and the 2099 Spider-Man is. The things that are said in this game are so... I don't know how to explain it. I just like what they say, how it's written, how the characters interact with each other, and you will see what I mean once we get there. And when the game came out, I even remember there was a comic, Spider-Man 90, 2011, that had a code for some costumes. That's a voucher code that you will put in, and you'll get free costumes. So there were like 4 costumes that you could unlock with this. I think if you liked the game on Facebook, or the developer on Facebook, you got it anyway, but I'm kind of old school. If it's something analog that I can buy, I'm always in for the game. As Robert Downey Jr. already said, we owe it all to you, Stan. Without any further ado, Excelsior, everybody. Here we go.
Eddie, this isn't you.
No choice.
Eddie, you're not a killer anymore. Don't you get it? You're not in your right mind.
And as you can see, we're fighting Anti-Venom. This is the tutorial that we are doing, and this isn't the OG costume that you have in the game, but I chose to switch it up a little for this sweet little spice in the game. I picked 2 of my favorites, which is Ben Reilly for the Amazing One, and the 2099. Well, that's a surprise. You will see in a few short moments, and you will see what costume I picked for Miguel. And the bonus costumes.
Drain the radiation.
I'm not boarding this train, Eddie. You're not the engineer driving it right now.
Hang on, Parker. Just hold him up another few seconds. I'm almost there.
Ah, shit. Spoiled.
You can't.
Of course I can. Don't drag this out.
It spoiled the surprise, but yeah. That's the costume I chose for 2099 Spider-Man. Yeah, the costumes don't feature the damage.
Had no reason.
I didn't need a reason other than to make it easier to kill you.
O'Hara, it looks like you called it.
Let's finish this now.
Parker! Parker, are you there? Peter! Peter!
And this is the stuff that I talked about, the things that they say to each other is so good. And as you see, the damage on the costume, it's not featured in the game. It normally would be, but since I picked the alternative costume, the game doesn't render it. So anyway, I like it as it is.
I keep trying to tell myself that I'm just jealous of Walker Sloan's progress. It was only 5 years ago that he first showed up at Alchemax talking about harnessing energy from the 4th dimension. Now he won't stop until he's running the place. I know his type. He's thinking beyond Alchemax, aiming towards who knows what. He's the exact type of corporate monster I've sworn to rein in. Especially if he's mucking with time travel. The year 2099 might not be much, but it's all mine. And he's not gonna change it. He's been siphoning Alchemax resources into converting the Gateway and the old virtual unreality lab into something else. Something dangerous. I've tried talking to him, but he's got no time for Miguel O'Hara. But people make time for Spider-Man. Just use the convenient access to the ventilation system to get inside, and then Walker and I can have a little chat.
Oh, look how beautiful and
Whatever
shiny it
Sloan's
is.
up to, I've got to shut it down before he gets in over his head and drags everyone and everything down with him.
Yeah, as I said, both of my favorite costumes of Spider-Man, one is Ben Reilly and one of the is the armored Spider-Man. They don't carry over to the cutscenes, to the full motion cutscenes, but they stay in the in-game graphics, so it's pretty cool. A little look at 2099, some exposition here. Look at the rats! Like a gamma radiated rat. And I also like the intro, the credits. Yeah, take a look, we're gonna be here, we're gonna fight those. Save the day. All in a spider's work.
I see they've been keeping busy in the cybernetics division. That's a lot of shocking robots down there.
And the first time I saw Spider-Man 2099 was in the...
During the day, as Miguel O'Hara, Alchemax geneticist, I could have walked right in. But at night, the security protocols kick in.
But that in the PS1 game, when you unlock the costumes, there was quite a bunch of costumes that you can unlock, and there was this 2099 Spider-Man. I didn't get it as a kid because I played it as a kid, and I was kind of was intrigued in future technology and all this cybernetic stuff.
Genetics lab. Without that department, I wouldn't be the man I am today.
And without Stan Lee, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. And so many people would be different people without Stan's input in their life. Well, we're going upside down. But what...
Sloan's gotta be around here somewhere.
I knew it.
I just know it.
But we should all be grateful if we manage to get this old and still have so much light to share.
The largest tech developer in the world could afford to carpet their air ducts for extra comfort.
Just kidding, as Peter Parker. Give so much world to the world, like... oh, that's me. Like Stan Lee did. And when I was born, Stan Lee was already at his mid-60s, so he could have been my dad like 3 times over. You know the term. You could be my child, or I could be your father. That pretty much Stan Lee, pretty much could have been my father 3 times over.
There you are.
Holographic assistant online. How may I serve you, Mr. Sloan?
Hello, Joseph. Run a final check and initiate security bioscans.
Preparing systems, Mr. Sloan. This won't take long.
And I think we all should be grateful that we could have, that we were able to be a part of the world, all the worlds that he created. And what better way to honor it than to jump in one of those worlds.
Access to Time Research Lab granted, Mr. Sloan.
Slow down, Miguel. Take your time. Don't want to get caught here.
And pretty much everyone knows Marvel heroes, mostly through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. His memory will always be carry on.
You're the only one who thinks
And if I have to do it myself,
Yes, Joseph, I know.
he will always be with us.
I knew he was up to something.
He was with me from the start, and he will be with me to the end. I will love Marvel till I pass from this world. But that's not today. Today we're focusing on something positive here.
So long to come up with it. I simply go back in time and launch Alchemax years before it was originally founded. Not only can I remake Alchemax in my image,
But you can dismantle Stark Fujikawa before it gets started. You're a genius, sir.
I programmed you well, Joseph.
And Joseph's voice is Titus from Final Fantasy X, and he was also Spider-Man in the PS1 game. So there's some trivia for ya.
Oh no, you don't get away from me that easily.
Of course, the CEO will want me to have that degree of power. He's all about power. But he won't have anything to say about it by the time I'm done.
And the CEO, who could that be? And I think I blend in a little too much with the futuristic stuff with this costume, but what gives? We'll stay like this. I love this costume too much. The first time I saw this costume, though, was in the Spider-Man animated series, when there was this dimension crash.
Yep, he's heading for his time research lab, all right. There's an access point near the generator.
That featured like 6 different Spider-Man, and it even featured Stan Lee. So that was awesome. Alright! Also, okay. I played this on hard the other day, and they weren't these blue orbs. Yeah, I was like, damn. I thought they were here, and I thought they disappeared once I beat the game, but no. Okay, good. Good.
Gateway activation succeed. Time travel ready in 60 seconds.
Oh shit!
No way.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Before I deep fry a spider. Okay, no time to waste, let's go.
This thing's almost fully charged and I don't have a clue how to shut it down. Only chance is to get to the lab before it's too late.
Yeah, that's why we need to hurry. Whoops. Alright. And I picked this game despite the fact that there's no outdoor web slinging. But when it comes to web slinging and jumping off of rooftops, I think the Amazing Spider-Man game, the movie,
If I don't
did
get
the
there in
best
time,
job.
he could actually pull this off. Go into the past and tamper with who knows what.
Go here. Here, okay. Sometimes it bugs out. Well, give me those sweet XP.
Almost at Walker's lab.
And this is a direct sequel to... Oh shit!
Get back here!
I skipped it, but that was the end result. That was the end result. And here we go, alternate dimensions. I skipped one of the cutscenes because I hold X because X is for acceleration in this freefall mode. But nothing, you missed nothing except the freefall animation. This is the important part.
It's changed. Everything's changed. What? It didn't start here. It started back then. Back around Peter Parker's time. And he can't fix it. Because he's gonna be dead.
No.
It's an abomination is what it is. Am I the only newspaper man in the city that realizes what a menace that webhead is?
Oh, Jonah, indoor voice, okay? I'm trying to get Mary Jane on the phone.
People lionizing that freak. Next thing you know, there'll be a musical about him with a chorus line of dancing Spiderman.
I'd pay to see that. Oh, Mary Jane, hi.
She is beautiful.
Go see a show. MJ, I would love to, but I'm working with Dr. Octavius in the genetics lab on a DNA project. I had to download a sample of my own DNA into the permanent Alchemax genetic files. I'm still waiting for some test results.
Permanent files, huh? Great, so 100 years from now we can clone you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, how about I come there and we grab a late dinner afterward, okay, Tiger?
Look at those lips.
Sure, it's okay. Anything for you, babe. And I love when you call me Tiger. It's like a blast from the past.
You did it. That lunatic actually did it. I saw it all.
Intruder in time research lab. Maximum force can be used.
And there we go. Decoy mode. So, as Peter had these
Great. Robot sentries.
this
I'm sure I
spider
can take 'em
movement,
down. And I
Miguel
draw 'em
can
off. Move fast enough to distract him with some decoys.
yeah can leave a decoy and open ourselves some doors. Whoa! Move it.
Involve all you.
And I wanted to say something and I forgot. Well, nothing I could do. It is what it is.
You're done.
And it ain't what it ain't. I think one of the Russo brothers confirmed that Stan Lee filmed his cameo in Infinity War: The Last Avenger. Infinity War: The Last Avenger. I'm so stupid. The Avengers. For The Last Avenger.
I hate this place.
So we're gonna see him. I hope
Now you're just starting to enjoy.
one last time.
Go take a coffee.
And I know what I wanted to say. Is that there is a comic, The Death of Spider-Man, but it's in the Ultimate Universe. And I must say, it's pretty much I normally don't get emotional when I read stuff, but this was one of the times that I got emotional. Because it's so written and drawn so well.
Peter Parker.
Who's that? Who's talking?
Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man from 2099.
Are the other me's in my head too?
No, it's just me and you, old-timer. I threw together a chronal link program using a sample of your DNA. It's allowing me to communicate with you at the point in time it was taken. I just wish it was from earlier on. We have almost no time.
Time until what?
Until you're killed.
Until I'm what now? Because it kind of sounded like you said kill.
Listen, a lunatic named Walker Sloan from 2099 created a time gateway. It was a one-way trip that dumped him sometime in the 1970s. He then used his advanced knowledge to build Alchemax, years before it was supposed to be established, transforming your world and mine.
But I work for Alchemax. You're saying that's somehow wrong?
Completely. At this point in time, you earn a living taking news pictures for J. Jonah Jameson.
The late-night ranting TV news guy? Forget it.
You can't forget it.
Where does this so-called death happen?
Sloan's building another gateway on the 66th floor, so he can finally travel back and forth. I saw you being killed, right there.
By who?
I couldn't make it out. It doesn't matter. Get out of the building.
So a crazed killer can wander around the building without me to stop him? No way. Besides, if I find this guy somewhere else, then I'm invincible, because I can only die at the gateway, right?
It's not an exact science, Parker.
Meaning what?
You want to spend an hour getting a crash course on temporal physics? No? Then do what I say.
You've got a lot to learn about priorities, pal. I'm gonna do what I think is right, and that means going after bad guys. You want a Spider-Man who'll do whatever you want? Go play a video game.
Yeah. Whoa!
What was that?
We're gonna find out soon enough, but with great power comes great responsibility, and that's been with me for so long, and will always will be, and all I can do is encourage people to live by that. If you see someone getting harassed or someone getting attacked, do something. Of course, your own safety is priority, but don't be that guy that just looks away, or even worse, picks out his phone and starts to filming shit. That's the most disgusting thing you can ever do. But what I like about this game also is this different reality stuff that just, you know, like Jonah being a host of a late night show, and different stuff that's happening here because of that. Oh, that's Peter's desk. Mary J, Uncle Ben, and Aunt May. Good. Let's go.
Spider sense.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Spinning. Eddie?
Save yourself from me.
Eddie Brock? Anti-Venom? He's the one gunning for me? But he's reformed.
Hostile intruder detected in Sector AC-78.
Excuse me?
Got the intruder.
Oh my god.
Are there teleporting guards in? That's spiffy new tech.
All employees,
kinda...
we are in a state of heightened security. We apologize for any inconvenience or possible loss of life. Thank you.
I should have... I should have turned off the tutorial, but it is what it is.
Wait, what did you say? I can't hear you.
We need to work out the kinks of this time travel communications thing if it's gonna have any hope of catching on.
Parker, focus on what's important.
I am, which is why I'm heading up to the 66th floor. If that's where we're supposed to butt heads, maybe I could draw him out en route. I'm gonna go look for an elevator.
Do you want to die?
Of course not. I want to run away even less.
And the white shadows, or the echoes that you see this movement, normally when you have the original costume, it will be animated in this costume, but yeah, you know the deal. Oh no, not what I wanted. Totally not what I wanted. Boom. Alright, moving on.
Eddie, for crying out loud, you're not a killer anymore.
So, we're going up. This section is basically around, build around going up to the lab, to the gateway room. Whoa! That was close.
What happened?
The elevator I'm in just changed into a closet.
Rock just tried to kill me with an elevator. Weird coincidence.
Maybe not.
Wait, what? Something I did here had an effect on you in 2099? That's impossible.
Well, theoretically, it's not. The idea is called quantum causality. The two gateways created a link between our times.
Like a wormhole through the fourth dimension.
Right. Normally changing the past just creates an alternate timeline. But thanks to the wormhole, what you do there affects my time, and vice versa.
So I can change things here, now, that can immediately change things in the future? That's amazing. Spectacular, even.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I like this idea. There are some... Oh shit! There are some puzzles, or you can call them puzzles, sections that are made so good because of this idea. They're only one-shot cannons. Once you see them, you saw them, and they won't change. But it's fun every time you see them. or you have to do it. And Ben Reilly costume is my favorite because it looks so makeshift. That's one of the costumes that I really believe he could do himself, or I can do myself, or you can do yourself. That's why I like it so much. And Ben Reilly, I love this name. Who knows why Ben Reilly is named Ben Reilly? Put it in the comments.
The security system has all the entrances blocked. I gotta come back here after I take out the security mainframe.
Parker, my path to the 66th floor is blocked by some kind of force field.
16.
Welcome to my world.
Alright. Whoa! There we go. Ah, you can be fast, but I'm faster.
Gotta rest up.
And always when I see these lasers, I think of Resident Evil 4, where Leon just jumps around and dodges those lasers like it was nothing. Like he would train for this.
Is it okay with you if I destroy that security mainframe behind the glass?
Protect security mainframe.
It's worth a shot.
I guess that's a no, right? Let's go.
Thank you for shopping Alchemax. Do come again.
And as I was saying earlier, this is a direct sequel to Shattered Dimensions, where you played all the four on Spider-Man.
Security mainframe. How you doing, O'Hara? You still stuck?
Yeah.
Well, listen and learn, newbie.
And there wasn't a connection between those four Spider-Man.
Sentries, robot guards.
This whole quantum causality thing is a real wild card. I can't control if it makes things better or worse. Well, at least I can get through the door now.
And this is something I like, because that makes the relationship between those two so much more special, that they talk back and forth. And the robot that you see is one of the things that I really like. One of my favorite scenes in the game, because Miguel will have some trouble disposing of it. And who do you call when you have problems in the neighborhood? Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, of course. Boys.
Okay, now to get back to that sealed door through the elevator shaft. The force field should be down by now.
Ouch. Oh yeah. So, anti-venom. My favorite Venom is the OG Venom from the animated series. But my favorite Spider-Man villain, that would be Kraven. That would be Kraven the Hunter. Because he's not relying on any super otherworldly skills or abilities to find you, to hunt you. He is just Sergey. And he will find you and he will fuck you up. And his weapon of choice is a blade. So, it's so good. That is so good. And the pelt that he has around his neck. Every costume that has a pelt, or this is kind of a accessory, always reminds me of Kraven the Hunter. And every time I can have it, I'm putting it on. I think Assassin's Creed 4 had something like this, made of animal pelts, and I just I love it. The new Tomb Raider game has something like that too. So pick that always, or craft it for yourself. Oh, no key though. Yee? What? Didn't do it. Oh, Ouch. And I love how this gun is bigger than the guy holding it. Alright, ladies. If the guard with the key could step forward, that would make my job so much easier. And that's number 3. But since you're asking for a beatdown, that's what you get. But let's not draw this out too long. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Let's web the door.
Eddie. You realize this time travel story
it's
of
spinning
yours is gonna
nonetheless.
cost me my job.
I don't
It's
feel
not
the
your
holding
job.
back.
It's not even your reality.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying. But how do you know?
Because I do. And deep down, so do you. Now let me concentrate. I have my own problems right now.
Yeah, well, I can't help you with that.
Maybe you can. Parker, you're making this harder for me, not easier.
I told you trying to control this quantum causality thing was a stupid idea.
They said penicillin was stupid too.
We're talking about the fabric of reality, not bread mold.
Just get ready to help me.
Bread mold. Sheesh. I cannot believe his crust.
Can you believe that? And when I was playing this on hard, I was stuck here for so long because these shiny things show you the way.
There, the elevator I need is right at the end of this hallway.
Parker,
they
I'm in
won't
a
care.
jam.
This is the robot that Miguel is
I
fighting.
was having a quiet evening until you started talking inside my head. Don't blame me for this. All right, fine. What do you need me to do? O'Hara? Great, he's gone.
Yeah, that's the solution to our problem, right? Okay, who has the key? This will be so much easier if you guys just gave me the key.
Parker, stop screwing around and get me out of this.
I'm not a time travel expert. How do I... Wait. What if I just trash the robotic research facility? Is that worth a try?
Anything's worth a try.
Stop yelling at me! I'm just learning about this whole quantum causality thing.
Learn faster.
Okay, I'm there. I'll destroy the prototype parts and we'll see what happens.
At least one of us will.
Yeah, so, as I said, this is one of the missions that will affect Miguel. If I do it here, come on! Come on, put your legs into it! Here we go. Guess that's working. Boys, sorry, I have a spider to save. Take the head! Take the head, come on! Ah, shit, okay, good. So, let's dispose of these guys first. Since it's impossible...
I can't believe a man's life is depending on a theory.
Take them around.
Still
Yeah.
with me, O'Hara?
Faster.
That's
Faster
working.
would be better.
I'm doing my best.
Faster. Not good enough.
No! O'Hara, hang on!
See? One is saving the other's ass. And that will be the whole game. One Spider-Man saving the other Spider-Man while saving the universe.
Trash. You still there?
For the most part.
Did they turn into something else? Like, I don't know, kittens?
Yeah. Small, metal, robotic, killer kittens.
Aww.